What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 12 here in our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators ended their two-game losing streak against the Arizona Cardinals with a last-second field goal. It was really a change of pace for the game. The offense kind of struggled getting points up on the board. However, our defense finally stepped up and really kind of held the Cardinals from running away with the game early on. That was definitely good to see our defense make some plays in that regard. Our offense, though, definitely needs to pick it up a little more. Sean Sutton did have a very big play and an okay game from Sankey. I wouldn't say a good game or anything like that. Nobody else really stood out. We had to go at the end with Tyson Russell, our rookie quarterback, with the injury to Mariota, and he ended up getting it done, finding Sean Sutton for that big play, so that was cool to see as well. Next up, we have the 2-9 Indianapolis Colts. This has been a team that has been struggling since we've started this franchise. And they still have one of the best quarterbacks in the game in Andrew Luck. You know, they have some weapons for him to work with in Parker Hester. I still haven't been able to figure out why this team is struggling so much, but it's very good news for an Aviator team that is fighting for a playoff spot right now. However, any division game can go any way any given week. You know, they definitely bring it against their division foes. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Let's go ahead and do some scouting here. Whoops. What do I want to scout? I don't even know. I don't know. Again, I feel like I should kind of focus a little more on the defensive side of the ball right now, because we're set most everywhere offensively. Maybe I could use a big guy tight end, like a big player. If anything, maybe I should scout some of these middle linebackers. In worst case scenario, I can move them to the outside. I don't really need a middle linebacker at the moment, but I mean, it looks like a pretty deep spot right here. And if I can get a steal where I might not be able to find it at that outside linebacker spot, especially with a Mac brother, that might be something that we have to look into doing. And if I have to move him to the outside, we can do that. We'll just kind of see how it all plays out as we scout some more players here. Let's see what we got. B catching, I like that. Oh, man, I was hoping to see some zone coverage there. I was hoping. No such luck for me, man. No such luck. Anything over here? Trying to see if something stands out. This guy has okay zone coverage. Well, see. Again, zone coverage, it's really difficult to find safeties with good zone coverage. I don't know why that is. Kind of a weird thing, I think, but it is what it is. Running backs, I know people would like me to scout some running backs. See if I can potentially find somebody other than Bishop Sankey. Now, Sankey's done very good for me, but nobody likes him for some reason. Poor Bishop Sankey. I don't know why. I think people are taking what he does in real life to how he is in this game. But in this game, he's been a very solid running back for me, and I have no complaints with what he's given me. However, David Cobb has been struggling, and with that said, worst case scenario would not be bad for us to pick up a backup running back. If he can replace Sankey, if he outperforms Sankey, that's something we'll look into as that time comes. But for now, I wouldn't mind finding a backup. So we have some players down here that are looking for new contracts. Jake Long, Avery Williamson, and Marquestin Huff. Now, Huff killed it for me the first year in this franchise, since he's been pretty inconsistent. I don't want to offer him anything yet. And even, I mean, Williamson's been killing it too. But I was going to say, obviously, we got a lot of good prospects sitting there in that draft at the middle linebacker spot. But Williamson's a guy I do want to bring back. So we'll offer this deal up to him, see if he accepts it. I might have to try to pursue him again in the offseason if he doesn't. Sometimes they don't go for those deals. Okay, we did get him back. Marquestin Huff, I'm going to hold off on, and I'm doing this for two reasons. One, he's kind of been inconsistent. He's not making a lot of big plays for us like he was before. And two, we have that rookie waiting behind him. And that rookie hasn't had a whole lot of time on the field yet for us to really see what he has to offer. But I'd be comfortable moving forward with him if Huff doesn't really show us what he has towards the end of the season. I need to see more from him than I've seen so far. Jake Long, I think I'm going to hold off on signing too. Pretty solid player, but I might just wait it out on that and kind of see how things play out. I might end up bringing him back. We'll see. I just don't want to make a commitment to him quite yet. So we've already seen the Colts lineup. We played them earlier. So I guess we'll look at the stats from last week. Weekly awards, and then we'll look at some stats around the league. Julio Jones, 11 catches, 223 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Young with 4 sacks. Wow, Eric Weddle, an interception, a fumble force, and a fumble recovery to go with 11 tackles. And Joe Flacco, 26 of 37 with 4 passing touchdowns. Very, Very solid game from him as well. All right. So I guess let's look at the stats from around the league. Let's do it. Let's do it to it, baby. See what we got. So that's going to be a skewed stat. So let's look at yards first. And Ralph is leading the way. 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He is killing it. I'm pretty sure we saw the Broncos were struggling earlier, though. That's pretty crazy to see. 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for Russell Wilson. 28 and 14 for Marcus Mariota. 26 and 7 for Drew Brees. Andy Dalton there. Phillip Rivers. Let's go down until we see another rookie. Here we go. Josh Broussard for the Cowboys there. And who's Griffin? Second-year guy, Cooper Griffin. Touchdowns, Mariota and Aaron Rodgers tied there, but Rodgers not throwing many interceptions. Dalton Crosby continues to struggle, as does Cooper Griffin in the interception department. So Mariota is struggling there as well, but he's also putting touchdowns on the board. The other quarterbacks are kind of struggling with that right now. Here's Nate Keller, a rookie for the Patriots. 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Not bad for his first season. And, of course, Broussard doing okay there as well. Kaepernick, 9 and 11. That's never good. Andrew Luck, 9 and 11. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, but the struggle's real for him right now. Adrian Peterson leading the way right under 1,200 yards with 10 touchdowns. C.J. Anderson over 1,000 yards, as is Monte Ball. Now, we don't see Sankey here because he's been missing some time, but he's having a pretty solid season with that 5.4 yards a carry. That stat would be skewed. Niall Davis leading the way with 14 rushing touchdowns there for the Ravens. Lamar Miller with 12, 11 for Blunt and McKinnon, 10 for Crowell and Adrian Peterson. And again, outside of Peterson, I don't know who you'd really expect to see on that list right now. I don't know. Kaepernick's sitting there at 9. He's doing a great job on the ground to make up for what he's struggling with through the air right now. Let's see if we see any rookie down here. Any rookie or second-year guy, I should say. Any guy that was created in here. Here we go. Dre Everett, the guy that you guys wanted me to get. 6 touchdowns, only 3.3 yards to carry for him, though. Receiving, Alshon Jeffrey leading the way with 73 catches. Doug Baldwin with 70. Receiving yards, Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Young, the second-year pro out of USC. Alshon Jeffrey and Randall Cobb all over 1,000 yards. And I am kind of shocked. I know Sean Sutton, I guess mostly what it is he doesn't have a whole lot of catches, but he's coming up on that because he makes a lot of big plays, and he is killing it in the touchdown department with 13. Pierre Garçon has 11, 9 for Keenan Allen, and Brian Quick, Appalachian State. I love seeing that, man. I love seeing that. There's LeVar Patrick, the second-year pro from LSU as well. Blocking. All right, what's up with all those wide receiver pancakes in my games, man? That's a wonky stat, let me tell you. James Michael Johnson leading the NFL in tackles. Marquestin Huff right behind him, but that's that weird Madden assist glitch there. Let's check out sacks. 12 for Jamie Collins. Derek Morgan with 11.5. Bruce Irvin with 11. 9.5 for Alden Smith. Cameron Jordan and Greg Hardy each with 8.5. Suggs with 8, as well as KJ Wright. Interceptions. And we got 6 for Alteron Werner. Jamal Avery, the second-year pro. Strong safety from USC. So USC had quite a few guys there. James Laurinaitis with 6 as well. Josh Norman with 5. Curtis Lofton, Buchanan, Tyrone Stevens, Logan Ryan. There's just a lot. There's a lot with 4, guys. There's a lot. Check out fumbles 4. See what we got going on around the league. 5 for David Harris. Crazy. I like it. Oh, man. 3 for Aqib Talib. Let's see. Brandon Marshall with 1. 1 block. Safeties, Brandon Graham, Dontari Poe, Cameron Hayward, and Pernell McPhee all getting a safety there. Touchdowns, 2 for Vincent Snow. Again, that guy just got to keep an eye on, man. Got to keep an eye on. I remember in the previous series with the Crusaders, the Jaguars had Jace Richardson. Vincent Snow might be that for them right now because this guy looks like a playmaker for sure. Kicking. 23. All right, so we're starting to see some misses now since I changed the sliders. I mean, they're still a little bit skewed, but the misses are starting to pile up a little bit from where they were before. Kick returns for a touchdown, and we're going to have quite a few guys here with 1, including some rookies, I imagine. Yeah, I see a few rookies in there. Punt returns for a touchdown. Let's see what we got. And not as many here, not as many, but 3 rookies, 1 second-year guy, 4 rookies. There you go. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. It really does help me out. And I will see you guys in Week 13 as the Columbus Aviators take on the Indianapolis Colts. Later.